What can you expect when you're buying a house? I know there's a lot of people out there, first-time home buyers, and even people that have bought homes, a few homes. Things change. And so here's some of the things that you can expect when you are purchasing a home. Here in Texas, we have what's called an option period. This is your unrestricted right to terminate the contract at any time for any reason. And these are calendar days that we are buying from the seller. So option period days are typically between it was 5 to 10 days, but things have kind of shortened up. So usually it's around 7 days. This is when you have any and all inspections done on the property. And these are the only days that you can ask for any and all repairs. But if you find a deal breaker on that inspection report, you can terminate that contract during your option period, get your earnest money back. Earnest money here in the state of Texas is typically around 1% of sales price, and the option fee for those 5 to 7 days runs sometimes between $100, $300. It could be $500. It's all negotiable, but if you terminate, you do lose that option fee money, but you get your earnest money back. But if you go on with the sale and we get to the closing table, both your earnest money and your option fee money are going towards your purchase price, so you're not going to lose that money. Once you are out of your option period, then we're going to go pending status. This is when you're getting your lender all the information that they need, all the documentation, all the things, because we have deadlines in this contract. And so we're trying to make sure that our third-party financing addendum, that we meet those days with your lender, because we don't want you to get past those days and then something happen and you can't qualify. So this is your time, once we're pending status, to get all those docs to your lender in a timely manner. Now, during this pending status, your lender is going to order an appraisal. They want to make sure that the value of that house is what at least the contract price is. So they are going to order that. And then if you don't already have a survey, so your survey is going to be, our title companies order our surveys for us. So if we don't already have a survey that goes along with the property, they're going to order one, because if you're doing financing, the lender is going to require a survey. Now, if you're paying cash, you don't really have to have a survey. If you don't want to order a survey, that's fine. Then it might save you, depending on the size of the lot, it could save you maybe $500. If it's a larger lot, it could be $700. It really just varies on the size of the lot that the property sits on. So once that appraisal is ordered, that's great. Now we wait on the appraisal to come back. So if the appraisal comes back and we don't meet value, that the house doesn't meet what the sales price is, let's say it's underneath that value, then you can do one of three things. We can negotiate that out with the seller. You can choose to bring money to make up the difference between the gap, or you can terminate. And if you do terminate, you do get your earnest money back, but you still do not get your option fee back, because we've already passed that point in the process. There's several outs for a buyer, and unfortunately for a seller, there's really no outs unless the buyer doesn't deliver the earnest money in a timely manner. So let's do a recap. We've got your option time, around 5 to 7 days. It costs around $100, $300, $500, whatever we negotiate. Our earnest money, which is typically in this area, is 1% of purchase price. We're going to order the survey if we don't already have one. And then the lender is going to order the appraisal. So these are some of the things. There's a lot of moving parts in this, and we've got lots of deadlines and timelines and things like that. But that is my job as a professional, to protect your interest as a buyer, to make sure we meet all of those critical dates. So I hope this was helpful.